Hi, I'm William Wilson, CEO of William Wilson Clothing and celebrity clothing designer. I've really been an entrepreneur all my life. When I was in the third grade, I would go buy $1 worth of candy, and I'd break it up in little pieces and sell it to the kids at school. Make $5, $6. I was making $25 a week in the third and fourth grade. Selling candy. I'd buy a pack of little 9 had a little 5 in it for a quarter, and I sell them for 25 cents a piece. So I've always been an entrepreneur. So as an adult, it just made sense to me to do it. I've had regular jobs. I was in the Navy and things like that, but I've always been led back to be autonomous, where I kind of control my own schedule, control my day. If you're not willing to sacrifice, you're not ready to be an entrepreneur. Just plain and simple. Success comes with sacrifice. There's no shortcuts. There's no get rich quick schemes. None of that stuff's just not going to work that way. So you got to be willing to put in the work. Where all your buddies, Jerry, go to the party or go party at CIAA or whatever it may be, you may have to be at home studying, working on your craft. You gotta be able to sacrifice some of those things. You may want to go out and buy your new car. You take that money and you put that in inventory or invest that back in your business. So you gotta be willing to sacrifice those types of things. And I typically tell them 3 to 4 things, rules to remember. First, wherever you go, learn the rules for yourself. Because if you don't know rules for yourself, you're always subject to someone else telling you what you can and cannot do. We hold ourselves back a whole lot just focusing just on color. And at the end of the day, it could be a white guy or a black guy that can't stand you, but if you can make him money, he'll still work with you. So don't focus so much on the color. Broke people give broke advice. Now, I don't mean broke as the fiduciary, monetarily. It's just a broken mindset. A broken mindset can't give you good advice because this comes from a broken place. When you talk to successful people and you give them an idea, they'll listen to it. They'll say, okay, I see where you're trying to go. You may want to make some changes here. But you talk to a person who's never been successful, every time you give them an idea, oh, that's not going to work, that's not going to work, that's not going to work. That's a broken mindset. You have to have a relationship, at least I feel, you have to have a relationship with God. You just do, because there's no way in the world my company should be as successful as it is. I've never taken a design class. I never worked in retail. I never worked in clothing, anything until I started this company. 18 months later, Calvin Richardson had on one of my suits. He got best dressed on the red carpet at the Grammys. There's no way that should have happened but for God. The first thing I see successful people do is they take ownership of their lives. They don't really leave a lot of stuff to chance. They plan things out. That's one thing I noticed that they really do. They all have a plan of what they're wanting to accomplish, but it's written in pencil because they understand you have to make adjustments. You just can't do everything by yourself. 2, they're good at putting together networks of people that can work with them. I believe you can do anything in the world, but you can't do it alone. So they put together a network of people with them. They take accountability for the things that they do. When they make a business decision, if it doesn't work, they say, you know what, this isn't working. They move on to the next thing. And they tend to have thick skin. They understand in an entrepreneurship or success in anything, you have to have a relationship with failure. You're not going to win all the time. That sounds nice in rap songs and bumper stickers, that all I do is win, win, win. No, that's not true. You are going to lose at some point. But it's what happens when you lose, how you handle that. Do you sulk and pout about it? Do you give up and quit? Do you say, this just isn't for me? Do you get angry with the world? Or do you say, okay, where did this go wrong? Let me evaluate this. And then seek someone else's advice on something. And lastly, probably just that. They seek counsel from other people. They don't have this mindset that I've got all the answers. They'll ask other people, what do you think about this? They'll bounce an idea off someone. And if someone doesn't like their idea and can justify it, they don't automatically go, oh, you just hating. They'll take some credence to that and say, you know what, that makes sense. I see why. They may still try it, but at least then they've taken some advice from someone else other than just their own ideas.